Hey, what's good, everyone? My name is Lewis. Welcome to another episode of Finalhazard, and as usual, I'm joined by Matt. Okay, I just heard like the faint "Live and Learn" in the fucking background. It's the stupidest shit I've ever fucking heard. That
So
shit's not.
good.
That shit's not right. Anyway, on this episode of Finalhazard, we're gonna be going over the big news that came out. We're gonna go over a fan project as well. So we're gonna be going over the Team Sonic Racing delay, and we're gonna be going over OZ Crash and Sonic Worlds and how that's all gone. Very long running fan game that I think needs talking about. Or maybe we'll sprinkle some Sonic Adventure talk from last week in there. So Team Sonic Racing delayed to May 21st, 2019.
That game's never coming out.
Okay, no, it's coming out. It has a date now.
Nah, that date ain't real.
You know, they said like spring, but this is like the second to last week of spring. Like, they're giving themselves as much time as possible to make this game. And I don't know why they didn't announce the delay sooner. I think people would have been a lot happier if they'd done that, do you think?
Yeah, no.
What do you mean?
But yeah,
You think people would have been more pissed?
I mean, they're still they're like kind of like people are glad that like it's getting delayed from what I've seen.
Hmm. Yeah, I think like the general reaction's been pretty good. Like, you know, we're happy that this is all getting delayed, and that I don't know. I think at the end of the day, it's just really weird. Like, when was the last time that we had a Sonic game delayed that wasn't Sonic Boom? Because Fire and Ice got delayed by a little bit. Like, when do you think that was? Because I don't remember.
Well, I mean, Sonic Extreme got delayed into cancellation.
Yeah, no. Outside of canceled games, I honestly can't think. I definitely do think that it's a good thing. I think we can all agree like a game delay is a good thing because we can all fucking wait. I'm sure that's not hard. It's just a case of like, what is this delay going to do to make the game better? Do you think? Like, what do you think they're using this extra time for?
I personally think that the game looked unpolished from what we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like All Stars Racing, like it looked like didn't look like transformed. It looked like All Stars Racing. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like 3DS levels of decompression, but like that thing just didn't look like right. It didn't look right. It didn't look finished.
Yeah. I mean, they've been using the same build since like May, which of like this year. So I kind of understand why it looks like ass because I don't think we've seen a new or updated build of it yet. But the thing for me is like, because we know that there's more characters in the game like Blaze and Silver and Vector and whatever, but we haven't seen like a playable build with them. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like the playable builds that we've seen have been the Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, Rouge, and Omega. So I think like it's kind of like with Smash, you know, like we haven't seen newer builds of it that often.
Mm-mm.
And then, there was the problem. I don't know. I think they're using this time not just for extra polish. I think that would be like kind of a way too much time. Like they wouldn't need to delay the game by this much. I think the biggest thing going against Team Sonic Racing was its roster. At the start of its very close to being announced, they were like, okay, we have this amount of characters, like a set amount of characters in the game. And when they started to reveal people, like
there were
characters
missing, definitely.
Yeah, like there were riots, dude. Like the the thing that bothers me is like the same argument can also be made for a game like Smash Brothers, but it also can't. Like, Sakurai has even said himself that in a game like Smash Brothers or any other fighting game, characters don't take up slots of another character. You know, the characters that, for Smash at least, that are like designed to be in the game, they are all designed, they're all planned at the very start. Like he has a list of characters that he wants in the game, in the project proposal, planning document, whatever. And then those characters get made, and the game release date is made accordingly. Whereas with this, I think that it definitely was a case of we can only have enough time to put in 15 characters, but we haven't decided on what those are going to be yet, and we'll release the rest as DLC later. What I think they're going to do is they're going to spend this next, like, 6 to 8 months, not like polishing up the game in a sense, but like, they're going to do that obviously to, to assure that it comes out. But I think they're going to be adding the characters that were DLC or would have been DLC, because there's no way that they weren't going to do DLC, and they're going to have a bigger roster, and I think a lot of people are going to be a lot happier with it.
But like, who do you think could get put in?
Well, like character-wise,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't really care about which characters are in this game, so I don't really think about it much. I think that's really hard for me because they have to come as like a team, right? And we already have the 4 like major teams and like an Eggman.
I'd be down. You know what I'd be down to see?
Uh-huh.
I'd like to see like maybe. I'd like to see maybe just like bring in the Mania Plus character alongside Classic Sonic.
Like, yeah, I think a lot of people will be pissed about seeing Classic, but like, yeah, I agree.
I think I saw a tweet about like somebody like in Team Sonic Racing wanting like DLC of Sonic in his car from Sonic Drift.
Oh, that'd be cute.
And then just like, and then give us Classic Sonic in his car from Sonic Drift, and then like give us like Mighty and Ray in like their own little vehicles.
Team Sega Sonic would be really cool. Another one that came to mind while you were talking about that was Babylon Rogues. Give me Jetwave and Storm. I'd be fucking down for that shit. Oh, that sounds kind of like, clean.
Oh, but they're like actually on their boards though.
Yeah. That'd be kind of.
But they can control like cars.
Yeah, no, I think that will work.
Control better than any fucking Riders game. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, those games are. Well, actually, after we've talked about all the Sonic World stuff, do you just want to talk about Sonic racing games in general?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you get up a list while I transition on to the next topic? But basically, what we're saying is Team Sonic Racing. It's good that it's been delayed, and I think like the primary reason is adding is just beefing up the game with more content, because that was like a really big gripe that people had. So the second major topic, and I think we said last episode, like, or at least I said, like, we don't want to talk about fan stuff too much, because like community outcry and community reaction is a lot of what this podcast was about, and I don't think it should be that way completely. I think that we should talk about official stuff and nothing that could relate to like community drama or anything like that. However, I do think that it's important to talk about Sonic Worlds. Sonic World? Sonic Worlds?
I don't know what the fuck that game is called anymore. But do you have the tweet?
I don't. Can you send me it?
Hold on, I gotta find it.
Yeah, I don't have the tweet. But yeah, no, like Sonic Worlds is a 3D fan game that was made. How old is that shit now? Hold on, let me look this up as well. Sonic Worlds.
Okay, yeah, I found the entire thread. I just found the entire thread. Because it's a thread. So this guy, Ozcrash, I guess, he's the developer of a very popular Sonic fan game called Sonic World. I'm pretty sure it's run off the Sonic Blitz engine which is some mid in itself. Um, but I've seen like gameplay of this game, and like it's not that great, but like it's got a lot of that like, oh, we have like this many characters in our game, so like yeah, check it out kind of shit.
Yeah. I just tried to go on the I couldn't find it on Retro. It's Sonic World, by the way, not Sonic Worlds. Sonic Worlds is like a fan game engine for 2D games, but Sonic World, you can probably look it up. I don't want to put video in this video of it cuz it's a dead project now, but essentially Sonic World is really interesting to me because I think while it runs on a really shitty engine, the controls aren't that good. The characters are way too bloated. I think it's also got a lot of what I'd like to see in a 3D Sonic game in terms of characters and how they are added. So, obviously, it's a fan game, and there's not nearly as much nuance as there would be with a real game. But what I would kill to see is we get a pretty bare bones Sonic game on launch, say like that takes like a year's development, and then they keep doing free updates with more characters and more stages. And then by the end of like 4 or 5 years pass, and we have like 20 different characters and like 40 different stages to play around in. I think that is like a really interesting business model that I think could work. Or you make the game free, and you're like, hey, you pay like $2 for a character, because then at that point, it's like you don't have to put in that much, to do it as well. You could literally pay like $5 and get the one stage and one character that you want, or you get like a big pack or a big bundle and pay like $40 to $60 for this really expansive game. And I think that would be a really good model for a 3D Sonic game without a focus on story. I think I just like that idea of like introducing, like having a free game with like constant paid DLC, or like a small game that you have to pay for that just has free DLC updates as time goes on. I don't know which would be better. I think the free DLC updates, because at the same time, Sega, I don't think they want to risk making a game where they put 5 years of development work into it and then somebody picks like one character and like one stage, and they pay like $5 for the experience that they want, But I think that is honestly one of the more interesting ways to go.
Okay, so I read through the thread or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the guy who was like developing the game had like a breakdown on YouTube and shit,
Mm-hmm.
because I guess he produces music as well, and he just like went batshit crazy on like everybody who was like on his fans, and was like, "Oh, fuck you guys, da da da. You check out my music. Oh, I'm glad you checked out my music. I'm glad you even bothered to check out my music. Da da da. Oh, if you came here for Sonic, if you came here for fucking only Sonic World, then fuck you, you piece of shit. Da 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 da."
Oh, it's such a
And
bad way to
he
treat
just
people.
like had like a mental breakdown and shit,
Yeah.
and like he got banned from his own fan games server
Oh my god.
and shit, and then like they got like hit with like, and then like, so basically a bunch of like Sonic World content has been like getting removed off of the internet,
Hmm.
because they thought that they were being sued by Sega, and
What the
that
fuck?
turned out to be a hoax, because we know how Sega and Sonic Team feel about fan games.
Yeah.
They don't really care as long as you're not.
Yeah, as long as you're not profiting off of it, I think that it's, they don't really have a problem. Unlike Nintendo, who wants to shut down everything and everyone for making fucking Let's Plays. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. I
Mid-tier
think,
company.
yeah, no, I'm not very happy with Nintendo as of late. But besides that, I think that I never played Sonic World. I never really wanted to. But I think that like having a bunch of characters in one game, I think that it has potential. Especially if you build the levels around all of these different characters and like
But the
release them
problem
in the way
is
that
that the levels aren't really like built for anything, from what I've seen.
Yeah, no, I'm talking in like an official sense.
Yeah.
Like if you were to do this officially, I think it would be done way, way better. But again, that's just me. So that's all there really is for this week, unless you can think of anything new that we haven't talked about.
Nah.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty slow week, despite those two like big things happening. It's really a case of, oh, these happened. Like I don't think that we can say too much about them. But anyway, so let's see. We were going to talk about Sonic racing games, right?
Okay, so yeah, I got a list of them.
Yeah, I just got one up as well. So you want to just take it by like series, I guess? So we start off with the drift.
Mid.
Yeah, no, that game is some mid. I think that it's not good. I like the box art.
Well, it
Box
was like
art's really
released
cute.
on like a handheld, and
In
I have
fucking
feelings about
1994.
handheld racing games.
Yeah.
I think the only like handheld racing games that are good are Mario Kart 7. Was that the one that was released on 3DS?
7 and DS were the handheld ones, and Super Circuit, but that one sucks.
Oh yeah, that one definitely sucks. But All Stars Racing Transformed on 3DS is really good. It's a really good
I've
port.
never played it, but I can imagine how that would play, and I'm not
Yeah,
a
it's a
fan.
really good port. I
Really?
don't think I have it anymore. Yeah, I think I traded it in.
Oh, there's probably a reason for that then.
No, I traded it in to get my PS4, but
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, no, I
and
think Sonic Drift is a
I
bit
I basically
weird.
got everything. I didn't unlock everything, but the game just wasn't like, it's something that you can't like sit down and play forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you about my 3DS and the shoulder buttons being dead. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's another thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I've never played any of those ports. Actually, that reminds me. Wasn't I might have to ask certain people in particular about this. But wasn't Hardlight coming up with a All Stars Racing or a Team Sonic Racing port?
Oh yeah, that's going on. That's gonna is gonna for like mobile phones, right?
Yeah. So like, what the fuck's going on with that
Because
then?
All Stars Racing got a mobile port, I think, as well.
Yeah, no, but like, if TSR is getting delayed a year, then what's happening to this like new port?
It's probably gonna come out around the same time.
Right, that's.
Because they've been adding a bunch of like new content to Speed Battle.
Mm-hmm.
That's another good racing game.
Yeah, no, Speed Battle. I think we'll get to that because
Speed Battle's pretty fun.
There are like competitive Sonic racing games as well. But in terms of Drift, I think we can. Have you like heard the music from Drift? I think it's the credits music that's really nice.
I haven't
I think
really
they
like
did a good job
played
with
it
some of the
because it
music in
gives
that
me
game.
bad feelings.
Yeah, all of like the pseudo 3D kart racing games in general like just suck for me. Like I feel the same about the older Mario Kart games. Like Super Mario Kart to me, like yeah, it's important, but that game sucks. Like
Yeah.
I'd rather play any Mario Kart game over that and Super Circuit, even 64, which is so dated, or even Double Dash, which is really unbalanced, or DS, which was really, really unbalanced, or Wii, which was really unbalanced. Honestly, I'd just rather play Mario Kart 8 above a lot of shit, but that's besides the point.
Oh, and then the next game is our favorite,
Oh, is it?
Sonic R. The fucking best like soundtrack, Sonic soundtrack in my opinion. Next to the adventure games, top tier.
Yeah. TJ Davis. I'd love to get her on this podcast, okay? That would be amazing. But I think that her music is so fucking good. Like everybody who's watching or listening to this right now, please listen to TJ Davis, the lady that did all the Sonic R music. Please listen to her other music. It's so good. and I can only recommend it. But in general, I think Sonic R is one of the worst Sonic games I've ever played. Like it has such a great quality, and people are like, "Oh, you don't know how to play it. You can drift." It's like, yeah, okay, but the control's still ass. It looks like ass. What I will say is that the culture that spawned off of Sonic R, whether it's like the music or the Tails doll or the memes behind how it like plays, that is like my favorite part about it. Like I just like that Sonic R of like all these, like there's hundreds of Sonic games, like including spin-offs, hundreds. But like the fact that Sonic R is just like so popular to me is like really funny, but it's also, I think it's really cool. Because it's this one Sega Saturn game that nobody played until it got ported to the GameCube. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
Alright, and then there's a bunch of mobile games that nobody played outside of Japan.
Wait, which ones?
Sonic Racing Shift Up, Sonic
Yeah,
Racing
fuck that.
Kart, and Sonic Kart 3DX.
I guess, do you want to talk about Riders, like as a series?
Riders, yeah.
Because this is like the most interesting to me, because I played Riders 1 and Zero Gravity when I was growing up. I had them both on PS2, and I really liked them. I have super good memories with parts of the first Riders, and especially Zero Gravity. I can remember the music to those games like perfectly. And I remember I sucked at them, but like it was just really rewarding, and I love the box art for the first Riders game as well. I think that art of like Jet and Sonic is like ingrained into my fucking memory.
He like it has a really cool aesthetic, and I think like if I like got to sit that down and like actually like learn how to play it, I think I'd have a lot more fun. Because
Yeah.
it's one of those things that you have to learn how to play.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that's a problem with a lot of the Sonic racing games.
See that's
Whereas
the thing for me is like I would go like I would have a friend come over, and if we were to play video games together on like my PS2, we'd play like Ratchet and Clank 3, or like we'd play Crash Team Racing. We would never play Sonic Riders because that game is very hard to pick up and play, and I think that really fucking hurts it.
I
Like
think that's
really
like its
badly.
biggest. That I think that was the biggest detriment to the entire franchise.
Mm.
And then
I think
because
Zero
like that's why
Gravity
I
is
think
like
like games like
peak, but yeah.
I think like other racing games like the next racing game series that's apparently a racing game series that I didn't know was a racing game series, but Sonic Rivals and the All Stars Racing franchise, like though the Sonic and Sega All Stars Racing games, like those you can just pick up and play.
Mm-hmm.
Like you may have to learn the controls and shit, but like otherwise you're good.
Yeah. As much as like I want, I completely agree with that. But like as much as I want more All Stars Racing, like Sega stuff, as much as I want more Team Sonic Racing, or even just anything like else that isn't Riders, I would kill for like a new big budget Riders game. That with like a new
Not no
story,
free
like
riders, not no free riders.
yeah, no, we're not even gonna talk about that shit. That's a
Cheats.
bad game. But like a big budget like Sonic game, Sonic Riders, that'd be sick as fuck, right? Um, but I do think that in general, Riders is a very interesting. I don't like the character designs. I think long arms, big hands Sonic is like the worst thing I've ever seen. Maybe it's definitely up there.
Oh no, you know you. But what about Big Head? What about Big Head? Little hands, little legs, little feet. Sonic.
Bobblehead Sonic? When the fuck did that exist?
Fucking heroes in Shadow.
Sonic Heroes is fine.
He has a big ass head.
He does.
Everyone has like really big heads. in that game, like everyone really has like really big ass heads.
I think Sonic multiplayer is just like so up and down, like in general. Because like we might as well talk about this while we're here, but like, what do you think about like? I think we can all agree that the best multiplayer Sonic game that isn't a racing game is Adventure 2. Like SA2B in particular, like Battle is such a good. It's so fun, you know. Like there's people that I've played that game with that don't like Sonic, that hate Sonic, and they've had fun with Sonic Adventure 2 Battles multiplayer.
Because it's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, there's so many like different modes to it. I fucking hate the kart racing, but there's so many different modes to it. I think Heroes did a good job as well. It's just that you had to unlock it. There was no like battle alternative, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I like the team like you're on a platform in the middle of random level and you have to knock them off, you know? Cuz there's like actually strategy to that and it's
But
kind
it
of
was just
crazy.
like the boss battles, and the boss battles suck.
Yeah, no, but that's because it was against AI that would always jump into your fucking tornadoes, you know? I
Yeah.
think that Heroes. I'm a very big defender of Heroes multiplayer. I think because I played it a little bit when I was a kid, and I really enjoyed it with friends. I never played Shadows, but it was just.
Oh, Shadows is I think is really fun, but
Mm-hmm.
like it's kind of confusing.
See, to me, it's like I had all these games when I was a kid, and like me and my friend would just play Ratchet. You know, we just play Ratchet 3. And Shadow, I'm not trying to compare those two games at all, but if I wanted to play a platformer, like multiplayer platformer shooter, I think I have my preference like laid out for me, you know? It's not like rocket science in my brain, like, Shadow or Ratchet and Clank. Um, by the way, everybody please buy and play Ratchet and Clank 3 multiplayer. It's really fun. But yeah, no, I don't know. What other games had multiplayer? Not counting like fucking Sonic 3. Which, by the way, the competition mode in that game is so weird. Have you like
So
seriously tried to
dick.
play it before? Like sat down and played Sonic 3? It's I
No,
love the stage themes and the music and the multiplayer stages. It's so fucking cool. I wish that we get like big versions of like that was one of my big like wins for Mania. I think was bringing back like stages that we didn't expect like Oil Ocean and Lava Reef, but one of my big like hopes for it. Not that I'm disappointed by Mania, because it's like one of my favorite fucking games ever. It's my favorite Sonic game. But the fact that, like, imagine if we got, like, that balloon park, was it? Hold on, let me look up the names of the Sonic.
weren't some of them like in? Weren't some of them brought back though?
No, I don't think they were ever brought back. What were the names of these shits? Okay, yeah, Azure Lake, Balloon Park, Chrome Gadget, Desert Palace, and Endless Mine. Endless Mine is the one with the city escape melody at the start. Also, like the page that I'm looking at this at on Sonic Retro has like all the Blue Sphere stages, like from a top-down perspective, and they're hurting my eyes.
Dude,
Yeah, dude.
like have you played Sonic Rivals?
Oh god, I almost like skipped over that. I have a really weird story about Rivals. Okay, so I think it was Rivals 1 or 2. Hold on, let me look at the box art. Okay, yeah, it would have been. Actually, I don't remember which Rivals it was. Anyway, so I would have I was at like this thing for like really clever kids at my school, I guess. And we had like a big trip out and there were kids from other schools there. And this one fucking kid had Sonic Rivals and he was like playing it and I had no idea what this game was, right? Like it was so weird to me and I didn't know what it was until years later. But I've never played a Rivals game. I've only seen it in person and that would have been like 10, 11 years ago.
Yeah, same. I haven't played it actually.
I've only seen it in person. I've heard it's really like basic. I think it's a really cool concept, I just heard that it's really basic and that the AI,
It's
like,
not some mid, but like
I think it's just okay from what I can tell. Like, it's just something that you would never. It's not bad, but you'd also never have to play it in your life.
it's something you'd sit down. Well, it's something you just sit down with your friends and play, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. I think also there's just if you wanted to play like that shit, there's so many more options as well, right? Like for Sonic, and I guess Speed Battle also
Mm-hmm.
like kind of fills that void, but we'll get to that. But yeah, I've heard decent things about Rivals. I love the box art for Rivals 2. I think that's fucking great. Yeah, there's not really much to.
And then we've talked a lot about. I think we've talked a lot about All Stars Racing.
I don't think we've talked about those games as much as we have like Team Sonic though.
Yeah, well, they're the same game.
I mean, I see. I have a top 3 like.
Well, I mean, the first All Stars Racing is more like Team Sonic
Yeah,
Racing.
I think Transformed though is one of my favorite like games that I think a lot of people need to play. Like that to me. Okay, so there's 3 games. There's 3 kart races that come to mind when I think of like my favorite racing game, and it's Crash Team Racing, the original, Sonic and All Stars Racing Transformed, and Mario Kart 8. I think those 3 games are games that, regardless of whether you like Crash, Sonic, or Mario, anyone can play. You know? Because,
yeah,
I don't know, man. Like, Crash Team Racing to me is. There's so much, like, childhood nostalgia behind that game, but it's, like, the epitome of, like, crazy fucking fun. That's also really balanced and has a lot of skill to it.
What about Garfield
Okay.
Kart?
Okay. Here's the thing, right? Like, I was gonna say that I love Mario Kart 8. It's so beautiful. It has one of my favorite soundtracks ever. It has so many different characters and so much effort, and I will play that game until the day I die. I've literally been playing Mario Kart 8 on and off for 4 years. That game still doesn't bore me. And All Stars Racing Transformed is just one of those games that I have really good memories with it. There was like a YouTube series that I was on with a lot of like bigger YouTubers. It doesn't exist anymore. Those videos have been taken down because I was like 14 in that. But oh God, it was so fun.
Bring them back.
It was so fun. I'll try and ask if they still exist. I'll ask around for like the download. But like they were so fun.
Yeah.
And I think that in general, because here's one thing that I really dislike. Maybe because I never grew up with it, but Diddy Kong Racing is like compared to All Stars Racing Transformed, and because of obviously like the transformation shit, and it's like,
why?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, Diddy Kong Racing sucks.
Okay, so
I think that game is like the most overrated racing game ever. Like more than
okay,
Double Dash or
listen.
anything.
So a few months ago, I downloaded the Diddy Kong Racing ROM onto like my Wii SD card, or like the SD card for my homebrew Wii,
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was playing that shit, and I was like, because I played it as a kid, like, because I think I've told you about like my friend with like the Game Boy games and shit like that, and how I played Golden Sun for the first time.
Yeah, you were telling me about that recently.
And why I think Golden Sun is some mid. Okay, so like they also had like a bunch of like retro consoles and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like they're the reason why, like that family is the reason why like I'm into video games now. And they gave me a good portion of my PS2 collection, and like I don't play those games. And I only play like 5 of the games that they gave me.
Yeah.
But so they had like the NES, the Super Nintendo, and they had the N64, and we were playing Diddy Kong Racing, right? Because I loved the fucking. I didn't know what the game was. I didn't know who the fuck Diddy Kong was, but like I was like, this shit fire, right? So I went back to play it like recently.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, first off, the control. What I don't know. Well, my emulator, like the N64 emulator on my Wii, was like fucking busted. because like the graphics were fucked up.
Mhm.
I couldn't like select things.
Yeah.
Like that game in like Banjo Kazooie. I played Banjo Kazooie for the first time as well, and like I don't know, I wasn't feeling it.
I think like again maybe because I grew up on Sony, but I think Rare's N64 games get a lot of praise for doing things first. And I think the only games to me that has like gone back and stood the test of time, this is very off topic, but that have gone back and stood the test of time has been like Donkey Kong Country. Like I've went back and played DK64 and I thought it was bad. I went back and played Diddy Kong Racing. I thought it was bad. I went back and played Conker's Bad Fur Day, and that game is so horribly mediocre, and it's just gross out humor, and that doesn't make the game good. I'll say that now. Like I think the gross out humor just does not make it good, because that's all anyone remembers it for anyway. Banjo Kazooie and Tooie, I've played bits of both, and they are okay. I need to play more of them, truthfully. And they released... Yo, do you remember the Viva Pinata games? For the 360? Bro, those games are some fucking heat.
I'm not like when you say Viva Pinata to me, dude, I don't think about the 360 games. I think about the fucking shitty ass 4Kids show.
Oh, I think I remember that, yeah.
I think about the fucking cartoon, dude.
That might be something to go back and stream.
And I get anxiety.
Might be time to stream some Viva Pinata. But anyway, that to me was good. And I think Rareware gets a lot of like praise and stuff, and that's the thing, like they did the transformation shit first and then Mario Kart did it and then Sonic did it. Because Sonic's always last, of course. But I don't know how you can compare those two games at all. And even then, like compare them
like,
and tell me that like Team Sonic All Stars Racing Transformed is like bad compared to Diddy Kong Racing.
Mario Kart 7 took what Diddy Kong introduced and made it like 10 times better.
Yeah, I think it definitely needs credit
and then
for
Sonic,
like the transformation
and then
stuff.
Transform took. Oh, sorry. And then like Transform took that and made that like really good. Cause like incorporating like the transformations into the stages is like the best part.
Yeah, I think it's the Skies of Arcadia track that really like sticks in my head, because like the first lap is probably all like grounded, but like by the time you're on the third lap, like half of the track's been fucking blown away and you're like flying, and that shit's crazy. Like the amount of time like I can definitely, when people talk about Team Sonic Racing, I think there's a definite step down in terms of what's going on in that regard. I think that a lot of people, myself included, think that this game is going to be worse than TSR. I'm not holding my breath for that, of course. But like, wait, no, I said that the other way around. I think a lot of people think that TSR is going to be worse than All Stars Racing Transformed. And I can agree with that, and I see it. I'm not holding my breath though, because obviously I'm the type of person to wait until the game comes out. I'm not going to judge it. But I do think that from like initial opinions, All Stars Racing Transformed, I'm going to keep playing that after TSR comes out.
I don't think it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be worse than ASRT, Assert, or whatever.
Assert.
But I think it's gonna be like a step down.
Yeah. I think it might be
gonna
like
feel more like how because All Stars Racing was very much so a Mario Kart clone.
Yeah.
Was very much a Mario Kart clone, and
that's not a bad thing, by the way. We should stress that that's not ever a bad thing.
Yeah, it's not
Mario
a bad
Kart
thing.
Mario Kart. What game would have been out when? Well, Racing 1 came out in 2010. So that would have been compared to like Mario Kart Wii. Yeah, no, All Stars Racing 1 is still a really good game, even if it is like just a Mario Kart clone.
And I really want to play like the original ASR. I haven't played them because like those kind of games just like never really like. Well, for starters, no money as a kid, so it's like fuck. What are you gonna do? And like if it's not like a main series Sonic game, then like I don't want to play.
Yeah.
That was like my thing.
No, yeah, I get it. I think that when it comes to see All Stars Racing Transformed as well, like the character roster in it, the stages, there's so much to that game that I just love. And I think Crash Team Racing, as I said before, and Mario Kart 8 will, CTR especially, will forever be my favorites, and I would kill for a Crash Team Racing remake. Like people would die, you know, if that was on the line. But I think All Stars Racing Transformed is a fantastic game, and I think that anybody who, even if you don't like Mario Kart, even if you don't like Mario Kart or Sonic or Sega in general, I like that is just a good, solid game to me. And obviously, if you have all of this past relationship with Sega and their experiments on the Mega Drive, the Master System, Dreamcast, and Saturn, you know, if you have all of that, that makes it so much more powerful and so much better. And yeah, that's what I think of All Stars Racing. So I think we've covered every racing game. And what point in the episode are we at? We are at about 40 minutes. So I think there is one thing to talk about, and this will include, I haven't told you about this, Matt, because I just remembered it, but this will include spoilers regarding leaks for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And if you guys don't want to keep listening, because this will spoil information for that game, based off of a very prominent leak going around, do not keep watching. You guys can watch when the game, you guys can listen when the game comes out, obviously, but we're going to be talking about the Grinch leak, because there is something Sonic related in that.
The Grinch leak?
Yeah.
That's what they're calling it now?
Yeah, so we're gonna...
I fucking hate...
Anyway, so this is the cutoff point. We'll see you guys in the next episode, and yeah, have fun. Anyway, the Grinch leak. In short, some guy who has been doing printing for Bandai Namco and Nintendo, there was a picture leaked on his Snapchat. Some guy took a screenshot of it. They found the company that he works at, his LinkedIn. It's all been traced back. And there is a banner including every Super Smash Bros. Character in the new game. This includes Geno from Super Mario RPG, Banjo, and Kazooie, obviously, Mark Ryder, Ken from Street Fighter 3. There is... Did I say Geno?
Yeah.
I said Geno.
Yeah.
What the... How do I not remember this? The Grinch... How do I not remember who's in the Grinch?
Shadow and like those three fuckers from Rhythm Heaven.
Ah, yeah. The Chorus Kids and Shadow the Hedgehog. And really, we're only here to talk about Shadow because this is a Sonic podcast. But...
Fuck.
What do you think... So basically, Shadow is all but confirmed at this point. I think a lot of people wanted him in and predicted him to be in the game anyway. But yeah, what do you think about Shadow in Smash Brothers? What are your thoughts on it?
Like, I don't really care. Like, no, what if they really want to sell me? Make Eggman a Bowser Jr. Echo.
Okay, that sounds disgusting.
Listen,
Crossfighter.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Listen, you can make him. If you make Robotnik his own character, that's great. Just cross series Echo fighters are ugly. That shit would look like a brawl mod. I don't want to see any of that. That shit looks like fucking Nairo's stream mod pack. But anyway, I think that
Damn, so disrespectful.
No,
Don't disrespect Nairo. I don't even know who that is, but don't disrespect him.
his stream mod pack is crazy, bro. He has like fucking. He has like 12 different fucking characters over Sonic in that mod pack. It's gross. But
No, the one I think like the grossest like fucking streamer pack I've ever seen is Shofu's. He's the only streamer I watch.
oh yeah, he has a lot fucking going on. I think his game is like broken. I don't fucking understand how it works anymore with all the shit that he's got on it. I used to be really bad like that with Project M. I used to like make really cursed fucking mod packs. But anyway, in regards to let's see. Shadow. Do you think he's gonna be an Echo fighter, or do you think he's gonna be like his own semi-clone character, like Isabelle, or do you think he's gonna be completely different from Sonic?
What are they gonna do? Give him a fucking gun?
See, that's what that
Give him a gun as his side B, dude? Fuck.
that honestly, dude.
Oh no. Oh no, I just got the worst idea in my fucking mind.
I'm scared.
So he's like a fucking combination of like Fox and Sonic.
Oh god, don't say that.
Oh, he has the fucking laser beam, dude.
Well, here's the thing, right? Look at
Just
the new,
fucking
look at the picture that I sent you, right? That's a picture of the leak, and you see Shadow's like posing as if he's doing like a chaos spear. Like that's what that looks like to me. Oh, I forgot to mention Isaac. Nice, but
oh yeah, fuck Golden Sun, dude.
shut the dude. Isaac's gonna be clean.
Fuck Golden Sun, dude. I don't.
I'm gonna play Mock Rider, or Chorus Kids, or Isaac. They're all gonna be good and fun. But anyway, what I'm saying is that Shadow is here and he's doing a chaos spear, very clearly. See, that to me, like you've seen Isabelle, right? She plays kind of like villager, but she has a ton of different moves, so she's not an Echo fighter. Which means that she probably has like different weight and jump height and shit like that. So Shadow, I don't think he's gonna be an Echo. I really don't. Like, I think Shadow is.
I don't want him as an Echo. Like that'd be boring.
Yeah.
Because he has enough. He has enough like around him that you could like. You can pull things from other characters.
Yeah.
Like and combine them with Sonic to make him work. Like, I'd be down to see him like shoot Chaos Spears, kind of like Mewtwo's Dark Ball or like Lucario's Aura Spear.
Ooh, that'd be kind of clean.
But like combine that with the gun, like combine that with the laser from Fox. Rapid fire? What? Listen, come on.
Ooh,
no.
Like bro, Chaos Blast, Final Smash, bro.
Oh, bet.
Might be.
No,
time.
he has to go super.
He doesn't. I'd honestly like it more if he didn't go super.
Like super Chaos Blast? Because I know he uses the Chaos Blast in his super form in like Shadow. Even though I haven't been in that game.
Yeah, that game's fucking garbage. I don't blame you. But
yeah, I played this game like 7 times to beat it. Fuck my life.
I think that Shadow he was an assist trophy in Brawl in Smash 4, right? And he had a Chaos Control move that like hit all over the screen. And it slowed everyone down, kind of like Bayonetta's Witch Time. But the thing is that in this game, they made Final Smashes all like cinematic and like quick to the punch. You know, like Sonic doesn't fly around anymore in Super Sonic. He does like this lightning fast attack, and then drops out of it. So, if they were to make like a cinematic Shadow like effect, like what would they do for his Final Smash? I think it would be Chaos Blast.
Oh, hear me out.
Okay.
So you know how like he has like, so if you charge up your hero meter, you get Chaos Control in Shadow.
Bro, if he had the 2 meters.
Yeah. So like he does like the Chaos Control. So he does the Chaos Control like supersonic like thing where he dashes across the screen, dashes around the screen and shit like multiple times.
Yeah.
And then he finishes it off with a Chaos Blast.
You've just like given me the most fanfiction-y like Smash Bros. Idea. Okay, so Shadow, he's there, he's in the game, right? And if he attacks like a hero character, he like gains. He has like 2 gauges next to his health bar, like Cloud or like Lilamak. If he attacks like Sonic or like Mario or like a heroic character, his dark gauge goes up, and like vice versa. You know, if he like punches Ridley or fucking Bowser or Skull Kid or whatever, then his hero meter goes up. So what I want is that to happen essentially, right? And then when that gets to max, he can like press down B or something, and then he can do like a chaos control or a chaos blast, depending on like which of his meters is filled. Like that'd be so fucking cool, bro. But the thing is,
But then
right?
you can spam it until the meter goes out.
Oh yeah, he just like if the meter goes full, like you either have to use it or like he gets like a temporary like power up for like 5 seconds.
I hear the
Dude, the
sound.
fucking
I hear the
music
song,
plays.
dude.
I
I
can't hear
hear
the
the
song.
music.
I can't hear the fucking music in my head because during that thing, all I did was just hold down the shoot button because it gave me infinite ammo. Bro, if he has a gun, if he has a fucking gun, I, I,
Oh my god.
I don't have any words if he has a fucking gun.
Fuck. His guns like run out of ammo, and he does the toss animation. You just oh no. You know the little toss thing that he does, where he doesn't even like drop the gun. He just like throws it away like it's trash. Fuck, Mike.
That's gonna be his animation when he drops an item.
Oh,
Like he's not just gonna like put it on the ground like real quick or like toss it like pretty far behind him. He's just gonna like do the he's gonna be so edgy. I love it. Okay, so something else that I think Shadow, because like now I'm thinking, man, about like ultra fanfiction-y stuff, dead ass, and it's like, imagine. Well, do you think he would have like the multiple like punches and kicks for his homing attack? Because he does that shit in Shadow and in 06 as well.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's gonna be all ball like Sonic. Like, I don't know if that's just me saying that he has tons of potential to be like that or not, but I don't know. I don't know, man. He's definitely he's definitely got promise, and I'm very excited for him. Anyway, I think that's also the end of this episode. We've been going on for pretty long, anyways. Next week we're hopefully gonna have a guest. We'll announce that guest on Twitter, or we might just upload the episode. We don't know yet, but we still need to get everything totally 100% worked out, but everything should be fine. So we'll probably have a guest on next episode. This has been Lewis and Matt, Finalhazard, and we will see you again next time. Peace out.